So, after I posted that video yesterday, I called my friends and I basically relayed the same information to her. I kind of told her just the same thing. Um, and I told her how I felt like because like I don't take a lot of things seriously and I show like this like really unserious side of myself to people, people don't take me seriously. And she was kind of just like you just gotta like stop putting on like a character, you know? When I'm like, I will say when I'm like around people or like people I don't know or like a large group of people, I like try to be like funny intentionally because I think being funny is like I value like humor and comedy a lot, so I feel like and I want to be the funny one. I think I'm just like I like the attention to being funny. I like crack a joke whenever I can. But sometimes I get lost in the bit, like really seriously. Um, this friend and I, we've had like on and off like arguments, and part of that just because like there are times where I'm like doing a bit and I just take it too far, and I'm like, oh, and she like doesn't like it, which is totally fair, and it's something that I actually do need to work on because it's ridiculous sometimes, but but anyway, like just stop putting on a character because I feel like I act different when around people, and that's probably why I'm like I feel like I'm not really I don't want to say like a factor, but like you know this girl I like so much, like why in my head she doesn't really see me as anything than just like I said, her bisexual homeboy. And now I'm trying to figure out like okay, who am I like really, if that makes sense, like which version of like this person I showed people is really like the genuine me, because I felt like I told her I'm like the only person I really feel like super comfortable um, talking to about like everything is like her, well, like my friend, um, not this girl. I actually haven't hung out with this girl like one on one yet, and that's why I was going to this rage room is like the vibes. I got to pick up on the vibes. Um, I'm really nervous about that because like when we text, it's like I feel like when we text, it's like it's pretty like playful, I guess. Like we talk about industry. Like recently, like I'm watching. She put me onto industry, and she's been watching this show, and I'm like I don't have anyone else to talk to about it, so I talk to her about it all the time, and we're both like we're low key both preparing to race each other because I like to talk shit, and we raced each other like a couple months ago, and I won, and she's been like, I'm going to beat you in this next race we do, and like she's like actually like training for it too, and, like I am too. Um, it's fun that way. Um, it's fun, but whenever like we hang out, it's always like with our group of friends, especially one of our really close mutual friends. Um, and I've hung out with everyone else one on one, except for her. And I don't know why. Like, there's no like, it's really just boils down to like I don't want to say why would we hang out, but like what is like what would we do? Everyone else has kind of been like I don't know. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just like it happens, and we're like okay, like it feels normal, but me and this girl like we do have like a lot in common in a way. Not even in a way. We do have like a lot in common. Like that's why I think she's so interesting. Not just because like she's kind of just like another me. Not even really, like in that sense, but it's like there are things that she likes like I would never like would have pegged or clocked. And I know it sounds corny, but like she like for like 2 Halloweens ago she was Rigby from Regular Show, and I love Regular Show, and I love Rigby. You know, I'm not saying that like regular shows like super niche and mainstream, but it's like how many people you know cosplaying like dress up as Rigby? It makes sense to me. It makes sense to me. I think. But I was hanging out at this rage room. I don't think, like I said, she's clocking it as a date, and because mainly I didn't really say it was, because again, that's terrifying. Telling me like, yeah, I want to go on a date with you, and that's the issue that like the fucking internet digital age has been like. I used to be like a Hinge demon, bro, and everything is virtual, and like you don't really approach people anymore. I think I've approached. Whoa. There, I have approached people before, and it wasn't hard, but still, irregardless, or regardless, whatever. I want to show her the side of me that's like I feel like is pretty genuine. I got like head hair, like my hair sucks right now. That's pretty genuine. I feel like when I'm like doing this thing, I feel like I'm really myself in a way. Um, I know myself enough to realize to know when I'm like putting on a face and everything, and even when I'm with like some of my closest friends, I act a certain way as well. You know, um, I think deep down I'm very not like deep down, but I feel like I'm more than like just like trying to be funny. I feel like I'm a pretty sensitive person, and oof, I love a lot, if that makes sense. I like seeing relationships in like media and like, you know, because I'm like, oh, okay, like that's something I can have, right? And it makes me like I see it, and it makes me want it like pretty bad, or like it makes me like excited for it, if that makes sense. Like I talk about how bad I want to be like a husband and like a father and like especially a girl dad, you know, because I see like so many, you know, like I watch hella movies, and that's low key like skewing my mindset on like relationships and stuff and how they're supposed to work, especially like, you know, just in general with like my life and how like life is supposed to work and like what's supposed to be happening and this that and the other. But like it gets like that shit gets me excited for like relationships and love and life and shit, you know. So I feel like I'm pretty easy to talk to. I feel like there's a side of me I don't really show to people. Like I don't even want to say like a very vulnerable side, but like I'm a lot calmer and quieter and less like irritable and less risible, you know. My friend calls me irritable a lot, and it pisses me off, but like he's low key right, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm annoying. I thought for like a long period of time I was put on this earth to annoy people, and I feel like I was doing a really good job up until like 2 years ago, and then I was like, okay, maybe I don't need to be doing this, but I still be doing that, bro. I still be annoying as fuck. But yeah, I feel like I just need more opportunities to show her that like I'm not as I don't want to say there's a word I want to use, but I don't think I can use it. I'm not as off-putting or like strange. I don't feel like I am. I feel like I'm pretty normal in how I interact with people and how I interact with her. But I'm always like trying to crack a joke. I'm always trying to do a bit. You know, like everything has to be like a part of a bit. That's a really funny thing. I just kind of want to show her that I'm like I am typically calm, and I'm not sure if she. I don't even know if she likes that. I'm not gonna be like, what do you like? A lot of it is just like I don't know how to make it seem natural without it being like. I feel like telling people you like them is a bit scary, especially on the other end. I feel like someone telling you that you like them. I am one of those people where it's like if I don't know if you like me, I'm not gonna say anything because I think I'm just scared of rejection. And now things are kind of like a bit at stake in a way, because like I said, I feel like this friend group has like this idea of me in a way where like I'm just like weird and I say weird things and I do weird things and I'm awkward. They know unfortunately like a lot about me, which is not like a bad thing per se, but like I had a like I'm telling you 2023 was so fucking weird. I told them a lot about 2023, you know. Um but I feel like they just have like this idea of me that I'm kind of like a weirdo, and not like even like a weirdo. It's just like what, like, so like the idea of me being like, oh hey, I like you, and then they all hear about it. It's just kind of like, and I kind of like imagine them being like, what, him, and you, like it doesn't really seem like normal. It, like they wouldn't see it as like a normal thing. Like I feel like they think I'm weird. But I don't know. Like I said, like I wasn't like plotting on her the entire time. I don't feel like I'm friends with her just because I like her. I feel like I was friends with her, and then this thing happened, and it made me want to like do more in like the sense that where it's like I said, she got played bad. Like he got with a girl who looks just like her. She's just like a bigger version of her. You know what I'm saying? Like the dude that played her, the girl he's dating now just looks like a bigger version of her, like a taller version of her, and it's like, and I'm thinking about like, you know, because I'm like I said, I like talented people. I'm thinking about like, you know, the differences between both these people, and no disrespect, it's not like she got no talent, but it's like it's nowhere near as talented as, you know, our girl is, you know, and she's really driven. And I told my friend about this. She was like, I think you just like driven people. I think, yeah, I think I do too, because I kind of wanted to rub off on me as well. It's like, because I want to, because now, right, I want to do things, you know, like I want to show like I'm equally as driven. Like I'm not like a liability type shit, you know. I've never wanted to better myself. Like I haven't wanted to better myself since like, I don't, that sounds crazy, but like for somebody rather than just myself since like 2022, you know. I think I don't know. I kind of I don't want to like seem perfect, but I want to like do the right things. So like leading up to us in, you know, potentially like having a relationship, it doesn't feel as weird to other people that like I guess she's with me. This is all hypothetical though. And like I said, if that's not the case, yeah, I'll be all right. Just like suppress that shit, you know. But now, but low key, I'm catching myself being more enamored with her, like every day. Like, like I don't know. I think she's. It's weird because it doesn't feel like she's interested. And like I said, why would she? And you know, like you have an idea of somebody, and it doesn't feel like it's like you. It's like they're like for you, or you know. But I kind of want to show her that like I'm not as weird as I seem. I'm not as like I said, like off-putting and left field. Like it does. It shouldn't. I don't want it to feel like it's like she's doing something weird by like hanging out with me or like potentially dating me. You know. I feel like I'm not. I don't feel like I'm like super weird when I'm like I said, this character I put on to like to show people so people think I'm funny. I feel like he's fucking weird, but I feel like deep down I'm really not that weird. I feel like I like a lot of things other people like too, and I think I'm. I think once it's not even like once you get to know me because it's like, but once I feel like I can open myself up to you and like show you, I guess, the real me. That sounds corny, but like genuinely, if I can show you who I like really am, I feel like I'm not like that fucking weird, and it wouldn't be that weird to like date me. I'm a little chopped, right? Like she's like she's beautiful shit, and I'm just okay, you know. But I think I'm once I really feel like I can open up to you, and I can and I feel safe and seen. You know, that's what I've been chasing for like years, like since 2022. Like I feel like only one person, like two people, I made me feel that. Yeah, two or three people made me feel that way. One person romantically. You know, until that happened, no, two people romantically, one person platonically. But anyway, it doesn't matter. But once I feel like I can do that, and I feel like if she like sees like little bits and pieces of that, especially like that I care, because I do care about her a lot, and I do like I say I worry, but like I want her to be okay, and like I appreciate her and I respect her a lot. I feel like if she can see bits and pieces of that, which is more of me being more open and like down to earth to her, I feel like maybe her opinion of me will change. And I kind of feel like this rage room will do a little bit of that. You know, she can see that like I think about her more on a deeper level than just like I feel like most people, I guess. But yeah,